This is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to, but a couple of weeks ago, my life was turned pretty much upside down, literally overnight. And if you're friends with me on Facebook or on Instagram, I shared this very much in detail in stories. And I thought, this really needs to be in a long form video format so that way I can put everything together and really share with you what happened, because it kind of blows my mind. And before it happened, I never knew it could happen. And it all comes down to a mango. Oh my goodness. So I love mangoes. I eat mangoes all the time, and I would eat them in mass quantities when I was pregnant with both girls. I loved them with like tahini on top. And here recently, I would eat a mango like as dessert before going to bed, like as my carb or what have you. Well, 2 weeks ago, Monday, sitting in the bed, and I'm eating this mango. And I do it how I normally do it. I cut it down on either side of the seed, and then I score it, then I pop it inside out, and I eat it, right? Well, this time I did something different that I've never done before. I thought, you know what? There's a lot more mango around the seed. I want to eat that too. So I was in bed. I didn't have my knife with me that I cut it with. So I took the centerpiece that had the seed, the mango, and then still like the peel on it, or the rind, whatever you want to call it. And I bit the rind. So that way I could peel the rind off and then eat the rest of the mango that was on the seed. Okay, no biggie. Did that, ate, went to bed. Whenever I woke up on Tuesday morning, I was like, my lips feel weird. They feel weird. They feel tingly, like numb almost. And I went about my day. I went and met my friend Deb. We had a working session, and I was like, do you see this? Like, it's red. It was red, like all like right here. Each day just progressively got worse. I'm like, what is this? Where did this come from? And I was like, the only thing I can think of is the mango, but I eat mango all the time, so I don't know why that would be the thing. So I'm sharing this in stories. The second day on Tuesday was the worst. It started spreading. It came all the way up to my nose. And then my lips just started swelling like the worst Botox ever. Well, it wasn't until then that I learned about a thing called mango mouth. It's a real thing. You can go look it up. But once I started going down this rabbit hole, I found out that mangoes are in the same plant family as poison ivy. And apparently there's cashews and pistachios as well. So they're in the same family. So the same oil that makes poison ivy make you itchy is also found in the peel of mangoes. So it's not the mango, it's not the seed, it's the peel. So whenever you are handling mangoes, apparently you're supposed to wash your hands very well. There's sap that comes out of like where the stem was. And I just see mangoes all the time now, and it's like more in my mind because of course I'm thinking about it. But we went to the grocery store the other day, and there's all these mangoes and there's all this sap that's running down the outside. So if you are going to be handling a mango, make sure you wash the mango, make sure you wash your hands, make sure you don't bite the peel. And what's funny too is I found that there's doctors or people or nutritionists out there that say that you can eat the peel. Listen, I wouldn't eat the peel. I probably will never eat a mango again, even though it's one of my favorite foods, unless someone else cuts it for me or I get it pre-prepared. But what I found out was what was on my face was poison ivy. It was basically poison ivy. It was that urushiol, I'm not saying that right, oil that was from the peel that got on my mouth, and then it spread everywhere, and it just kept spreading up and up and up and up and down and down and down. So right now, from here, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but like from here to here, all of this skin texture is completely different now. It's very weird. It is very weird, but aloe helped. There was also a scrub that I found that I'll put it somewhere so you can see what that is, but it pretty much takes out the oils. But it didn't really kind of click that this is poison ivy that has affected my face. I couldn't do videos, I couldn't work. I do videos for my job, I couldn't work. It's been 2 weeks since I put on makeup, but it's like not just on my face anymore. My face has healed, feels different, but now this poison ivy is in other places. The first place that it jumped to was my arm. And then I found out apparently I have a latex allergy. So first it was here. And then because my arm touches, it jumped to up here. And so then I put a Band-Aid on so that they wouldn't touch. And then of course that made it even worse, but you can see like it's kind of spreading up here. And then I have some like on my hand, I have some on my legs. It's just everywhere, all from a mango, all from a mango. So I'm hoping that this video reaches the right people who love mango also, who want to prevent this from happening to them. Or maybe you have ate mango and you're like, what is going on? Hopefully this clears it up. It is urushiol oil. That is the connecting factor. I went to the emergency clinic as well, and they prescribed me prednisone. So I was on a very high dose of prednisone. And then whenever I realized, and that was for like the allergic reaction to the mango. And then whenever I realized this is actually poison ivy, I went back and they're like, we would have prescribed you the same thing if it was that. So all of those things, all in conjunction. And one other thing that I use that I think really helped, not sponsored, nothing like that. And only one person mentioned this to me, is using beef tallow. Now, you're probably thinking, I've never heard of that before. That sounds really weird. I don't want my face to smell like beef. Listen, there are places that you can get beef tallow that is rendered and it takes all of the smell out. Or there are companies, I use this one, it's called Nose to Tail, and it's called Skin Food. So I literally put, it's an amazing, amazing balm, and it smells amazing. This one has sweet orange, geranium, and frankincense. So it smells really good, and they have other scents too. But my skin loves this. It drinks it up. It is from grass-fed beef tallow. I know that sounds really weird, but it works like a charm. But, and I'll put their website down below. Again, I'm not affiliated or any kickback or anything, but this one's called Cairo. That's this scent. I just wanted to share an update for those of you who were following along in the stories, because I haven't really been sharing in stories very much. And then also just put this out into the world. I still haven't healed, and I'm still, like, I can feel one kind of coming up over here. But I'm still dealing with the residual side effects of eating accidentally a mango peel. So that's that.